So I just uncovered this time-lapse footage I took of me working on this oil painting, which was a Christmas present for my brother Teddy. It is a royal portrait I painted of Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. So I thought it was just a ridiculous concept that made me laugh so hard when I thought about it. So I knew I wanted to paint it for my brother, and I wanted it to look something like a portrait that PB might have commissioned for the castle and the Candy Kingdom. So I feel like she would have really dressed them up fancy and made them sit still for a few days to get this portrait. And when I think about that, that also makes me laugh. Yeah, so I thought this was a really fun process. I always film myself when I'm painting. I always film time lapses of my work just to kind of watch it back later and get an idea of what did I start with, like how did my eye move around. I don't know, I think it's fun to review and revisit later. Also fun to see if you liked where things are going and then you totally botched something where it went wrong. Yeah, so basically in the first section you can see I have my phone out. So I went on Pinterest and I searched for like royal portraits with two subjects and things of that nature to try to get an idea of some posing that could have worked, or just what they had in the backgrounds of the portraits, because in my mind I knew I wanted the background to be dark. I wanted it to feel very old and luxurious and rich, and when I think of royal portraits in my head, it's always something dark or like a ship behind them or something, you know. So I wanted to see what sort of vague draping or curtains might have been behind them for something. And I found this great reference painting with two subjects in it, and one of them happened to have this like silvery blue, and I knew I just really loved that color for fins, so I have that for a nice reference for his costuming. I'm so happy with how this came out. It's so ridiculous. It just makes me laugh. And I definitely want to make perhaps a series of these. I would really love a royal portrait of LSP, just in full Elizabethan. It just makes me laugh so hard picturing her maybe surrounded by cakes in a giant farthingale. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe that one will be coming in the future. But I think my favorite part about this to paint was Finn's doublet. I really loved working on textiles. That was new, and that was fun, and I definitely want to incorporate more, perhaps period clothing into some of my work. So, yeah. And I absolutely went with the Finn sword for Finn. I don't know. I was stuck between that one and his first sword, just because I feel like those are the most undeniably Finn for me. The Demon Blood sword was fun, and the grass sword obviously, but the grass sword would have been around his wrist, so you wouldn't have seen it, and I knew I wanted to have it on his back. Anyway, I just wanted to share because I'm having fun watching these, so I figured someone else might have fun watching these too. Some other Adventure Time nerd. So, yeah. Enjoy the rest of my video. I'm going to play some lo-fi beats, and I hope you have a great day.